What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Just Talk Smith channel. In today's video, we're going to be going over the head gasket set from Powerstroke products. So let's get into the video, and I hope you all enjoy it. I will also leave a link below to this kit in the description box down below where you can pick these up from Blessed Performance. So huge shout out to Blessed Performance for all of the help. And if you all have any questions or concerns, you can hit up Blessed Performance, talk to them about your build, tell them what your expectations are, and they can help you put together a range of different parts to where you can get your truck running and performing exactly how you want it to be. So don't forget to hit up Blessed Performance. And also, I love their tunes, so you can pick up their tunes as well as using code HAWK5. You can get 5% off of their tunes and random stuff on their site. You know, my discount code doesn't apply to everything, but you can always try my discount code at checkout to see if the parts that you're buying off of blessedperformance.com, see if I can help you save some money, and you can use my code HAWK5. Back to the video. All right, guys, so as you can see right here behind me, we have the actual head gaskets, and these are kind of a special head gasket because they make some changes to them to where they will work specifically with their O-ringed heads. And if y'all haven't already seen my video unboxing the O-ringed heads from Powerstroke products and Blessed Performance, please do go check that video out. I will leave it linked in the description box down below. But we are going to be running the Powerstroke products heads and the Powerstroke products head gaskets on the truck. So with that being said, I wanted to go ahead and show you guys kind of everything that comes in the kit. This is pretty much like all of the other kits out there on the market as far as Molly and Felpro and stuff like that of a head gasket kit. So of course you get your head gaskets, and like I said, these are specific for the O-ringed heads. So right there is a quick little look at those. And then of course you have your intake manifold gaskets. You've got your valve cover gaskets and such. In here, this is going to be a bag. You've got all kinds of gaskets, O-rings. I think some of those might be the injector O-rings and stuff like that. I know right there is the little gasket that goes on the turbo feed line. Another bag of O-rings. And to be honest, guys, I don't know what all of these O-rings go to, but I thought this was kind of crazy how many O-rings are in this kit and how many O-rings are inside of the 6.0. So as you all know, a lot of people make fun of the 6.0s because of how many O-rings. A lot of O-rings. Got some crushed sleeves or dowels right there, whatever you want to call them. I want to say that these are for the oil cooler. I don't know if all three of these are for the oil cooler, but you have these three big gaskets right there, and you have this gasket. These things, actually, there's 32 of them. To be honest, I'm not sure what these are, but we are going to learn, and you guys will learn along with us. Lastly, we have this bag of plastic thingies, rubber thingies. These are exhaust manifold gaskets. And that is all. I say that is all, even though that's so much stuff right there, but that's all that's in the kit. So this is the head gasket kit from Powerstroke products. I will link it down below as well, along with popping up on the screen right now is a little quick shot of the heads that we're running on the truck. These are Powerstroke products O-ringed heads, and they come preloaded with new valve springs, valve seals, all of that ready to go on the truck. The 6.0s, I know I just mentioned the exhaust manifold gaskets. The 6.0s actually did not come with exhaust manifold gaskets from the research that I've done. I don't know if it was some of them, or some of them did, some of them didn't. But anyway, I think one of my manifolds might have a small exhaust leak in it right now. So that'll be pretty awesome getting that fixed with some new manifold gaskets. And of course, you could probably pick up just the manifold gaskets, the exhaust manifold gaskets, I should say. You could pick those up by themselves. So I know that's a thing that if I wasn't having my truck studded, I wanted to do that. I wanted to take the exhaust manifolds off and have the exhaust manifold gaskets installed. And we were going to do that here on the channel. And we still will. It's just I'm not personally going to be doing it. But we are still going to be bringing you guys awesome content on having all of these parts installed, and watching the cab come up off of the truck. Should be here shortly. I'm shooting for like middle to end of November when we're going to start filming and start the tear down on the truck, removing the cab, pulling the engine. Yes, you heard that correct. We are going to be pulling the engine out because whenever you have one of these trucks studded, you want to go ahead and do new lifters. So we're going to go ahead and do new lifters in there as well. And I've got some surprises. I'm pretty sure we're going to go ahead and end up throwing a cam in there. and doing a few other things. So this thing should be a healthy 600 to 800 horsepower build, depending on the injectors that we end up going with. So right off the bat, we are going to be keeping the factory injectors because I personally want to do a video installing the upgraded injectors, and I really would love to get the truck on a dyno, the stock injectors and stuff, to kind of have somewhere like a starting point to grow the horsepower number here on the channel and bring you guys along with me for that journey. So we do plan on leaving the stock injectors in there at first. The truck does have the stage 3 turbo from Turbo Time USA. It's running the GXR 7 Velocity. I have a video on installing that as well. Literally pretty much the loudest, biggest VGT turbo that you can throw on one. So with the proper injectors, we should be anywhere from 50 to 60 pounds of boost or so. So the truck should be running really, really good on factory injectors. We have a fast 220 lift pump coming for the truck as well. So huge shout out to our newest sponsor on the channel, Fast Fuel Systems. But yeah, guys, so like I said, that's the head gasket kit. I wanted to make a video on these because, like I had said in the previous video where we unboxed the heads, they do make specific head gaskets just for the O-ringed heads. So one major thing that I've learned, or that I've came to find out, is if you have blown head gaskets, guys, especially for the newer 6.0 guys out there like myself, I've dealt with these trucks a lot, and I've actually had a truck stud before and I got ripped off, and I didn't end up doing O-ringed heads the first time. Not the truck that I have right now. This was a different 6.0. But anyway, I have a lot of people that are unaware of some of the common issues and stuff on these 6.0 Powerstrokes. So you want to do O-ringed heads because it just gives you extra security. You want to run a good quality stud and just eliminate a lot of issues that you're going to have long term, not having your truck studs. You don't want to, like, if you have blown head gaskets, you don't just want to take it to any diesel shop and just have new head gaskets put in and not have your heads checked or O-ringed or anything like that. You want to just go ahead and fix it right the first time, so then you don't have to spend that labor again. And of course, if you're having your truck worked on by just any diesel shop, you don't want that. You want to have your 6.0 worked on by a 6.0 specialist, someone that specializes in the 6.0, because I'm telling you guys, they are a different breed. You've seen how many O-rings we were just now fooling with, and I know other engines have O-rings and stuff like that too. O-rings are not anything normal or secluded to just 6.0s. I'm aware of that, but these trucks have been worked on, and horror stories have been told from, oh, I had this diesel mechanic work on it, or this diesel mechanic work on it. You want to take your truck to someone that specializes in these things and knows them from top to bottom. That's what we're going to be doing, and I'll be able to bring you guys along with me. And the shop that I'm working with is super, super cool with me filming. I'm going to be able to come there and film some. We're going to do some interviews with him. He's going to walk you guys through everything that's getting done to my truck, and he is going to tell you pretty much not really how to do it, but what all goes into doing it and things to look out for, even if you all don't end up having him do anything to your truck. He's gonna, my videos, I filmed them to help people, so you're gonna be able to learn something and take something away, especially you newer 6.0 guys, because I know I got a lot of y'all that message me for help, and I'm not even super, super smart with them myself, but I guess smarter than the average new diesel pickup owner, especially if you're new to diesels in general, and then you get a 6.0 and you don't really know a whole lot about them. We've all been there. This is my third 6.0 that I've had, so I've been through some trials and tribulations of them, but once you do a lot of stuff to them, and I do say a lot of stuff, they're bulletproof. But anyway, yeah, so we got our heads in, we've got our head gasket kit in. We are just waiting on a few other parts, and like I said, we're maybe doing a cam and a few other things. So you'll be finding that out in the future videos to come, but we are about to pull the 6.0 in and actually tear some things off of it. I think I'm going to go ahead and pull the grill. I'm going to go ahead and pull the tailgate. I'm going to go ahead and pull the wheels and the spacers off. So that'll be in a future video. You'll be able to see that here in a couple of days. If you all haven't watched the previous video, it's on this Cummins right here. It's a 2022, and we've already got it tore apart. We've got all the parts that are getting powder coated dropped off at Sandblast. So then the powder coat guy, single shot powder coating, which is the place that we use here on the YouTube channel, they're gonna go pick everything up from Sandblast for me and then powder coat everything, and then I'll go pick it up from them. and then we can reassemble this bad boy and get started on the next customer's build. But I'll have a video on reassembling that thing as well. But yeah guys, I'll go ahead and turn this light on to the paint booth and we'll go in here for a second. I just now finished spraying some lenses. So these are like 07 to 13 Chevy taillights, masked off and base coated and clear coated. So whenever we go to put those babies back together, we'll pull that masking tape off on the inside and then we will just slap the lens back on there with the Morimoto retro rubber, run you a nice bead of silicone around the outside to keep those things watertight even more, and yeah, be ready to ship out to a customer. So I went ahead, I got 2 sets that are the same color, so I went in and sprayed both of the lenses at the same time, and then tomorrow I'm spraying the housings at the same time. And then after I get the housings sprayed, the lenses take longer to cure and you have to like handle those whenever you're putting stuff back together. The housings, you can kind of put them together without touching them. 3 days it's took me, I guess about 3 days. So it really works out good whenever you have multiple sets of the same color spraying them at the same time, because getting 2 sets out for me with doing YouTube and having a kid, and we just recently got a new dog, so that's kind of, yeah, anyway. So doing 2 sets in 3 days is pretty good, you know guys, because the taillight lenses, like I said, you have to handle those a lot more. Those being painted and clear coated first, those can be drying and really hardening up. So then as soon as the taillights flash and cure for 6 to 8 hours, I can go ahead and assemble those taillights and get those things shipped out. Because in my old paint booth, the way that everything was running, I would have to wait about 3 or 4 days after I painted stuff before I could put stuff back together. So in the new paint booth, I can run a little bit of a heater and it's more airtight. The shop is already somewhat climate controlled, so you can get it pretty warm in there even in the colder days. In the winter months, in the winter days, I either 1, couldn't paint, or 2, dude, I'd have to wait like a week for a set of taillights to cure and harden enough, running 2 electric heaters or 3 electric heaters. It was crazy. But yeah, so no more of that, and quicker lead times, cleaner environment, so better quality. But anyway guys, I didn't mean to talk y'all to death on a video of some head gaskets, but a little bit of future content coming there soon. A little bit of foreshadowing into the near future, and I hope y'all enjoyed it. So with that being said guys, that's gonna be all for today's video. Always remember, everybody starts out as nobody, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Also, www.justknoxsmith.com. Go pick up some merch, it's live, and you get entered to win some rock lights. So, peace.